Alright everybody, this is another Admiral Fox episode of Ship Showcase. That's what I'm calling it now. Anyway, today we are going to be taking a look at the Tier 8 Premium German battleship Tirpitz. I just bought this ship today, and from the 3 battles I played with it, I can say that I definitely like it. Let's just get right into the gameplay this time. I'm not going to tell you too much about it. Actually, I'll tell you a bit of history. It's a Tier 8 battleship in World of Warships Blitz. It's Tier 8 in every other thing as well. It was a Bismarck-class battleship, Bismarck's sister ship. Built in 1940, launched on April Fool's Day. The British cracked up over that. They had a big laugh over that. Although it gave them precious little else to laugh about during the war. It was an extremely annoying ship during the war. But they eventually sunk it. Once again, it suffered the fate of so many other ships by not having good enough AA defenses. So many ships have gone down to that. It's just sad. It's just sad. Anyway, we're now in battle. On my team, Tirpitz, that's me, West Virginia, Surrey, New Orleans, Kagero, Vittorio Cuniberti, and Akatsuki. On the enemy team, Tirpitz, Gneisenau, Mogami, Wichita, Brooklyn, Jervis, and Luca Torrigo. I don't think this will be too hard to deal with. Yes, Tirpitz does have torpedoes. They're kind of like the Russian torpedoes. Fairly fast, good damage, short range. And we've sighted some enemy battleships. Gneisenau. Gneisenau is essentially Tirpitz with one less torpedo launcher and one less main gun turret. Well, one less torpedo tube per launcher. Oh, I was not expecting to get that good of an opening salvo. There's another Tirpitz right there. Akatsuki is torped the Gneisenau. Gneisenau's down. Tirpitz and Mogami are still on this flank. Up, there's a Jervis as well. Jervis is actually one of the most annoying ships. You wouldn't think it would be that annoying, but it is. It's really annoying. Mogami. Oh, come on, Luca Torrigo. You could have torped any one of us. You chose me. I appear to have burst into flames. I just memed Jervis's torps. Please, Mogami. No. Ah. Whatever. I was misplaying. That was my fault that I had such a terrible battle. That was definitely my fault. There's no other way of putting it. AI New Orleans. One of the most annoying ships in the game. Precisely because of this reason. Jeez, Mogami. Mogami has 2 kills already. Yeah, that was not a good battle. And it's not even the weekend yet. Brooklyn versus Surrey. Who's gonna win this? Jervis! Seriously? Jervis just torped the Brooklyn in the back for some reason. Not sure why. I was like, what? Doesn't Surrey have torps? Why isn't he using them? How do you miss that? Oh. Wow's Blitz Torps bugs. Please fix them. If there are any developers watching this, please fix the World of Warships torpedo bugs. Hitboxes don't line up. They'll go through the targets and then hit them afterwards. Okay. Surrey and Jervis traded. Not sure how good of a trade it is. This is why you don't YOLO a Tirpitz in a destroyer. Okay, now we got Fratbro, West Virginia, and Vittorio Cuniberti. Don't think these guys are going to be able to pull together. There's a destroyer in our cap, I just realized that. Oh no. This is not going to be an enjoyable experience. West Virginia, I've played West Virginia. I can say it's a typical American battleship. It's a typical American battleship. Yeah, that game was a mess. I'm gonna get a better game for you guys. That was definitely not an accurate showcase of what Tirpitz is. Didn't get to use my torpedoes. I misplayed there. Battle on. Actually. Jeez, that's a pretty good score. Come on. I'm hoping to give the enemy team a very big nuisance to deal with this game. Just like Tirpitz was in the historical sense. Come on, there's enough people for a team. Okay, finally. Kansas, Igneous Purgatio, Tirpitz, Kansas, Takao, Benson, and Lefanta versus Black Bismarck, Monarch, North Carolina, Tirpitz, Edinburgh, Cleveland, and Kagero. I've seen more Tirpitzes than normal lately. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I played this map. Last time I played this map, I was in HMS Tiger, I think. I'm definitely buying Tiger next time it comes around. It's a good ship. Doesn't have too many tools, but it's a good ship. It's definitely a good ship. My one regret is that it doesn't have HE. If it had HE, it would be a way better ship, but it doesn't have HE, unfortunately. If it had HE, it might be okay. I'm out of damage control party. Oh! I should have checked that before I went into battle. This is going to make this a massive pain. Oh well, I guess I'll just push forward with it. Lefanta and Benson have taken over C. Enemy team's taken B. We're now moving to take A and D. Edinburgh. If any of you guys out there are British, tell me, is it Edinburgh or Edinburgh? Because I've heard it pronounced both ways, and I want to know which way it is. Seriously? You had to stop right then and there. North Carolina, seriously? North Carolina is not a very good ship, honestly. Nobody's looking at me. Lefanta is getting a bit too cocky. Yeah, Lefanta is not a YOLOer. Don't play it like one. Okay. Oof! Got a citadel. Camping 101 on Tirpitz. Bismarck is low. Shoot at the enemies who are low. See, my rear guns get amazing dispersion, but my forward guns get absolute crap dispersion. Goodbye, Bismarck. Went down just like she did in real time. Let angle. Ah! Oh no. Oof! Didn't know Monarch had that vulnerable citadel. Fire back at you, Monarch. Back at you with the fire. Goodbye. Goodbye to me, though. Come on. No. Ah. Whatever. I feel like I did a much better job of showcasing Tirpitz in that battle. That's what Tirpitz is all about. I was not expecting those two citadels on Monarch. Definitely was not expecting that. I didn't know Monarch had such a vulnerable citadel. We got a Takao, Benson, Ignis Purgatio, Kansas, and back to Takao. So we got two Kansas, Takao, Benson, and Ignis Purgatio. Ignis Purgatio is just Kansas with, why did I say Kansas? It's just Tirpitz with a different name. Exact same armament, just has slightly different consumables and a better camo. Anyway, there's probably not too much left to see in this battle. Yeah, that just about sums up Tirpitz. It's a really good ship, and I would definitely recommend buying it. You can get games like my first one where, like, it's just not very good, but when you screw up, at least you learn. And for all those of you who want to play a Tirpitz-like ship, but don't have the spare gold or the money to buy the spare gold, I would recommend the German battlecruiser line. I've played all the way up to Zayton, and I can say I definitely enjoy it. So let's take a look at the Prinz Heinrich right now, just stats overview. It's basically exactly the same as Tirpitz, just a tier lower. It's got same turret arrangement, same gun caliber, same amount of broadside guns. The only difference is one less auto secondary per side, and the torpedoes that are slightly different. They have much longer range, but much slower. It's got secondary overload 2 and sonar 1. So, if you want to play a Tirpitz-like ship, similar in style and in feel of playing, play Prinz Heinrich. It's a really good ship. I enjoyed playing it a lot while I had it. And I honestly do think that the entire German battlecruiser line is a really good line to play. It's all a lot like Tirpitz. So if you're willing to sacrifice a bit of armor in exchange for a bit of speed, I would definitely recommend it. That's what you're working towards, by the way. Schlieffen. Really good ship. Not so much in the main game, but in Blitz, I definitely think it has a lot of potential. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you today. See you next time.